Hi everyone, greetings from National Skills Network. This is Madhuri and I'm so glad to be back with you. And this time I'm going to share few very important points about top 5 skills that are much needed today in your career growth and success. As you know, the world of work is changing, by which I mean the kind of jobs we are getting today are very different. There's a lot of uncertainty, there is a lot of artificial intelligence, and there is a fear that most of the jobs will go away. And there are many other associated risks with the kind of notion of job or work which we had built over many years, which meant a lot of safety, security, etc. So when things are changing, it is not just the technical skills that will help you to succeed in your career. Along with the technical or the domain skills, you need to have other skills which are usually called as soft skills or 21st century skills or transferable skills. So today we are going to look at top 5 which will play a very crucial role in your career growth and success. And you know what? All these 5 skills begin with the letter C. If you have already started guessing what these top 5 skills are that begin with the letter C, let me tell you. It is curiosity, communication, creativity, critical thinking, and collaboration. So there we go with these C's, the 5 C's. Now let me tell you more about each one of them. Curiosity, or as we say jigyasa in many Indian languages, is I think a very highly valuable skills going ahead, especially when we work with automation, artificial intelligence and all. It's curiosity that makes us human. Have you ever thought about it? As children we are very curious, but as we grow we somehow lose this trait or the kind of a skill that we have, and instead of becoming more curious, we kind of stop being curious, and we also kind of stop asking something to people. We start assuming. So I would say the first step to being curious is don't assume, always ask. The moment we ask, we get questions. So curiosity is all about asking questions, the right questions at the right time. And also this paves the way for learning, for being open-minded, for learning continuously over a period of time. The second important skill is creativity. I'm sure by nature all human beings have that creative thing in them. It's just that as we keep growing and getting busy, we stop being creative and we start judging ourselves. So I think creativity is all about being original. It is not always being innovative or something, but it's about being original and being free and being expressive, and also trying to learn from others and see how we can apply it in our own situation. So by being creative, you also cultivate a sense of analytical mind, and it is again connected with curiosity as well. So there is a flow there from curiosity to creativity. And while you are creative, you display some very nice positive traits, and this is something I'm sure many people would like to see when you are either a job seeker or an employee or even an entrepreneur. And curiosity is something that will help you solve problems and come up with very original solutions, because you start looking at something like what we call as divergent way of thinking. You will not be limited to one way of thinking. So there are many ways you can pick up this skill. So we just saw how curiosity and creativity are very important for us when we are trying to look at our career growth, success and so on. But there is one skill which is like the mother of all the skills, and this is communication. I think right from our school days and college days and later as a part of the finishing schools and soft skills programs, always we were told communication is the most important skill. But are you aware that today the kind of communication skills we learned long back, or what you learned in your schools and colleges, is not going to be enough? That's because today when we look at communication, we are not limiting it to just the verbal or non-verbal kind of communication. We are also looking at communication which helps us work with our colleagues remotely, communication which helps us to kind of take the challenges of our digital life, the social media and many other things. So this is the kind of communication where we have to display certain traits like be friendly, be open-ended, and most importantly, listen. Listening, I think, is the first step to be very effective in communication. And besides this, if you ask me, I would say patience is also a very important thing in communicating effectively. So there are many ways you can try to consciously learn these skills. Now what happens when you strengthen your communication skills? You come across as a very confident person, you are assertive, okay, not aggressive, you are assertive, you are able to put in your point, and you will be able to influence people with your clarity of thought and other things. And also it helps you in presenting yourself, in expressing yourself. So don't you think this is one of the golden skills? Yeah, true. So try improving this skill and it is definitely going to make a difference in your career. Next important skill is critical thinking. I'm sure this is something you have already practiced or you are aware of, and you would have used this skill in problem solving, doing something analytical, doing something where you have to use logical reasoning. In fact, all these things we kind of learn while we are formally going through any learning program, school, college, or any other way where we formally acquire this. But it stops at that. But now the situation is that today, when we have to work closely with machines, with, let's say, things which are getting automated, as I said, or which are artificially intelligent, now how does the human intelligence come in there? I think that's where creativity and critical thinking play a very crucial role, and these two can be clubbed together. But when we are talking about critical thinking, it has all these elements in it. Like I said, logical thinking, being analytical, being able to judge and evaluate based on certain parameters, analyzing data, and so many other things. So what happens with this is you will gradually develop a solution-centric mind where you will not look at a problem as something which is a hindrance for you, but you will look at a problem or a situation which is tricky more as an opportunity and a challenge which will help you grow and grow faster. So do give it a thought. Critical thinking, please remember, is absolutely crucial. Now let's look at collaboration. Collaboration is so natural for all of us who work in teams, right? So teamwork in some ways is synonymous with collaboration, but teamwork is just one of the aspects of collaboration. So collaboration actually starts in our our mindset. We should have a collaborative mindset, which means I'm open to listen to others, I'm open to take somebody's ideas, I'm not biased and I'm not rigid, I'm flexible. So all these traits will gradually make us a person who can work in a team and who can do things collaboratively. And remember, today almost any activity that we do, we don't do it alone or we don't do it solo. Any work atmosphere or any assignment that comes to us is always a collaborative activity, whether it is physical teams sitting next to each other or virtual teams or remote teams or hybrid teams. I think collaboration is critical. Why it is critical is also because as a collaborative endeavor, we always try to achieve that one single goal, which could be the goal, the company for which you are working for, the business goal or your personal goal. Even otherwise, collaboration starts with something where we kind of believe that there is a scope to do things together, there is scope to grow together. So when we cultivate this mindset, it's going to be a very important asset to us, not just in our resumes or in our profiles or portfolios, but when you go for the interview and talk about these things and show that you really believe in it, and if you have achieved something collaboratively, there's nothing like that as a proof of your abilities and skills. So we just saw these 5 important skills, the 5 C's as I was calling it. Believe me, they are very crucial and I don't have to tell you more. I think I've explained it quite a bit. But you know, we are also keen to tell you more in terms of learning and imbibing these skills. So in case you are interested, watch out for the programs we are going to offer in this area, and it would be nice to have you there. And also remember that these skills are, as I said, much more valuable than the technical skills or the qualifications or the resume which you carry. Now let me close with one small example. So the example is, let's assume you attend an interview or you're doing an interview for a promotion, your career growth, or whatever reason, which is a formal setup. Okay. Now normal practice is that, you know, we have a Q&A, we have a discussion and things like that. But remember, those discussions can go into a totally different kind of a realm when you display these skills, when you talk about it with confidence and show that you have achieved a lot using these skills. So remember, it's not just our certificates or the technical skills alone that will help us grow, thrive and survive or succeed in careers, but it is these skills. So do pay attention and subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any update from us. Thank you so much for watching, and do share your comments and feedback. And if you find this video is useful, please share with your friends, colleagues and family. Thank you once again.